Hello there. Today we're going to be solving the following expression, the equation, because there's an equal sign there. And I know this looks like, I don't know, something to do with the Bible because there's a cross there and there's like sin, but no, it's actually, it's reference to some angle of a circle. So that's why there's a circle here. We'll get to that later. Alright, let's start with whatever this looks like. To me, it's kind of looking like a x squared a minus simple x. If this was here, it would be a -1, and then we have a quadratic equation. So let's solve as if it was so. Let's erase this and rewrite it as such. So we have 2 sin squared angle t sin angle t minus 1 equals 0. And from here, let's factor out, or rather find its factors. That would be something like 2 sin plus 1, and then sin t minus 1. Alright, that worked out. Sin t plus 1, it's a little bit small, but you get what I mean. So we did find factors that, when multiplied together, equal what we have on top. From there, we can go further using the zero product property. That means that whatever this is must equal 0 in order for that to be multiplied by this 0. This will also cancel out to 0, and that will give us our solution. So from here, let's set up 2 equations and then go a little further. This one becomes sin, reference angle t, equals +1, and this one is going to be 2 sin, reference angle t, equals -1, because we subtracted from that 0, that +1 is being subtracted on both sides. So that 0 becomes a -1 on this one. Now we divide this by 2. So then we have sin t equals -1 half. So that sin is not sin, it's actually sine. As in sine and cosine. And for that, because we're being asked to solve for it, we don't stop there. We find the value where sine equals -1/2 and write either a degree or a radiant, which is something like anywhere from 0 to 2 pi. 0 being here, half of 2 pi, just pi being here, and then for a 360, this same point will become 2 pi when you go all the way around. Alright, so I'm not gonna fully go into the concept of the degrees and how to find them today, but I will tell you where these fall on the radiant scale. and degree. Why not? So this point here becomes 210 degrees. This point here is 330 degrees. And this point here becomes R, 90 degree, because, well, that's the point of the 90 degree angle for both sides. So we're gonna look and see where sine 1, value 1, falls on this circle, and where sine for -1/2 also falls on this circle. At the beginning, we have a sine of 0, cosine of 1. At the top, we have cosine of 0 and a sine of 1, giving us this value. And here we also have it in degrees now. Now, at this point, we have a cosine of 1, negative, and a sine of 0. At the bottom, we have a sine of -1 and a cosine of yep, 0. Yeah, looks about right. So these 2 points are where we will find a sine of 1/2. To write this into a radiant, we have 7 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6. And there we have our 3 answers. 1, 7 pi over 6, and 11 pi over 6. Over here we do have one missing, radiant of pi over 2. Third one. There we go. Let's uncircle that, and that would be our solution to the problem.